Okay, in today's class we will discuss the problem relating to the income and expenditure account. The Jubilee Club Salim had the following assets and liabilities. Salim had the following assets and liabilities as on 1st January 2005. Particulars: amount, cash in hand, cash in hand, subscriptions receivable, furniture, sports material, investments, buildings, outstanding creditors for supplies, capital fund. Okay, these are the assets and liabilities. Now see here, during the year 2005 the club did the following business. Okay, the club did the following business is: subscriptions received including the arrears, subscriptions received including the arrears is 3000, subscription due 300, paid the outstanding creditors for supplies is subscription to newspapers is 500. Next is sports material purchased 1000, sale of old newspapers 50, meeting expenses is 450, lighting charges 400, salaries of establishment 1000, stock of sports material at the end is rupees 500, interest received on investments is 75, outstanding is rupees 25, borrowings is 2000, purchased furniture is 400, expenditure on annual function is rupees 375, donations received is 1800. Under this donation, half of the amount is to be capitalized. Okay, half of is to be capitalized. Provide depreciation at 5% on furniture and building. Provide depreciation at 5% on furniture and buildings. Prepare a receipts and payments account and income and expenditure account for the year ended 31st December 2005 and a balance sheet as on that. Okay, we will prepare this receipts and payments account. Under that receipts and payments account, what we will find? We will find the closing balance. Okay, closing balance. Next is income and expenditure account. Okay, under that income and expenditure account we'll find the surplus or deficit. Next is balance sheet. Okay, now see the solution. Okay, under this unit you have to definitely remember the proformas. The three proformas are receipts and payments account, income and expenditure account, balance sheet. Without that pro formas, okay, we can't do the problem, which is Jubilee Club Salim's Jubilee Club Salim's receipts and payments account, payments account for the year ended for the year ended 31st December 2005. For the year ended 31st December 2005. Debit, credit, receipts, amount, payments, amount, receipts, amount, payments, amount. Now first the cash in hand is it. So this cash in hand is what? Opening balance now. So to balance brought down, is how much? Is 2000. Next is to subscriptions. To subscriptions. To subscriptions amount is 3000. To subscriptions amount is 3000. Next is to sale of newspapers. To sale of newspapers. To sale of newspapers is 50 rupees. Next is to interest received on investments. To interest amount is 75. Next is borrowings. to borrowings amount is 2000. Next is to donations received is 1800. Next is coming to the payment side is paid the outstanding creditors now. So by outstanding creditors is 300. Next is by subscription to newspapers by subscriptions to newspapers is 500. By subscriptions to newspaper is 500. By meeting expenses is 450. Next is by lighting charges by lighting charges is 400. By lighting charges is 400. Next is salaries of establishment by salaries. How much is 1000? Next is purchased furniture. That is also when we purchase furniture, in return we make the payment now. So buy furniture is 400. Buy furniture is 400. Next is expenditure on annual function by annual function is 375. biannual function is 375. Okay, that's it. Now we'll find out the closing balance. Okay, now do the total of first receipt side. 2000 plus 3000 plus 50 plus 75 plus 2000 plus 1800 is 8925 is the total of receipt side. Now do the total of payment side is 300 plus 500 plus 450 plus 400 plus 1000 plus 400 plus 375 is our payment side total is 3425. Which side is more? Debit side is more, credit side is less. Then we will get the closing balance and under the credit side. So total of two sides is how much is getting? 8925, 8925. Here how much is the less amount will get is 8925 minus 3425. Next, under this credit side, one item is getting by sports material purchased. How much is 1000? Okay. So 8925 minus 400 and 425 is a balance carried down amount is 4500. So by balance carried down amount is 4500. So this is the receipts and payments account. Next is income and expenditure account. Income and expenditure account. Income and expenditure account for the year ended 31st December 2005. For the year ended 31st December 2005. Debit, credit. Expenditure, expenditure, amount, income, amount. Expenditure, amount, income, amount. Now first come to the expenditure side is by salaries. Sorry, I'm on the expenditure side now. To salaries, establishment. To salaries is 1000. Next is to meeting expenses. To meeting expenses is 450. Next is to lighting. To lighting is 400. To annual function. To expenditure on annual function is 375. To annual function is 375. To annual function is 375. Next is to subscription to newspaper. To subscription to newspapers is 500. Depreciation is there now. That is also expenditure. Now what depreciation on furniture and buildings is at the rate of 5%. So that to depreciation is buildings. How much is the value of building? Value of buildings is 5000. The value of buildings is 5000. So how much is the percentage is 5%. That is 5000 into 5 by 100. 250. Depreciation on buildings is 250. Next is to depreciation on furniture. Furniture. How much is the value of furniture is 1000. Rate of percentage is 5%. That is 5 by 100 is 50. Is depreciation on furniture is 50. Now coming to the income side. Now we will have working notes for the subscription now. Subscriptions receivable for last year is 200. That is for the last year. Next is subscriptions arrears for current year. Also their subscriptions received for current year is there. Okay, now we'll do the working notes for this. Working notes. First working note is subscriptions received for current year. Subscriptions received for current year is 3000 plus subscriptions arrears for current year. Subscriptions arrears for current year. Subscriptions arrears for current year is 300 is 3300. Subscriptions arrears for current year is 300, that is 3300, less subscriptions arrears for last year. Subscriptions arrears for last year is 200. So deduct that, how much is getting? That is 3100. Okay, this is the amount of subscription. By subscriptions amount is 3100. Next is donations received is total is how much? 1800. Under that half to be capitalized, means we will take the only half amount. So that is by donations. How much is the amount of means under that 1800 half is 900. Is 900. Next is by sale of newspapers. By sale of newspapers is 50. Next is by interest. How much is the interest amount? Is 75. So outstanding is there now. Outstanding is rupees 25. Plus outstanding is 25. Total is how much? 100. Now once come to here, debit side, to sports material used. So for this working notes is there. Sports material How much is the sports material amount is 600. Sports material purchase is how much? Sports material purchase is 1000. Sports material purchase is 1000. Total is how much? 1600. That is 1600. Next is sports stock of sports material at the end. At the end means what? Closing stock. So less closing stock. Closing stock is 500. Okay. Then remaining 1600 minus 500 is 1100. This 1100 is current year used. 1100. Okay, sports material used is 1100. Now we'll find out the is getting surplus or deficit. So do the first income side. Total is 3100 plus 900 plus 50 plus 100 is 4150. Next, the expenditure side is 1000 plus 450 plus 400 plus 375 plus 500 plus 250 plus 50 plus 1100. Okay, is on getting expenditure side is 4100. Which side is more? Income side is more. Okay, which side is more? Income side is more. Expenditure side is only 4125. How much is the remaining less amount is 25. So this 25 is what? Surplus. To surplus amount is rupees 25. This will be added to the capital fund. Now next is the balance sheet. Balance sheet as on 31st December 2005. Okay, balance sheet as on 31st December 2005. Liabilities, amount, liabilities, amount, assets, amount. Now see the asset side is furniture. How much is the furniture value is 1000. Next and additional purchased furniture is 400. Total is how much? 1400. Less depreciation. How much depreciation amount is 50. Total is 1350. Next is buildings. How much is the building's value is 5,000. Less depreciation. Depreciation is 250. Is 4,750. Next is by investment. By investments is 2,500. Investment is 2,500. Next is not come here by. Next is sports material. Sports material is 500. Next interest. Interest is 25. Next is outstanding subscriptions. Outstanding subscriptions is 300. Next, cash in hand. This is the closing balance. We find out under this receipts and payments account, na? So that is cash in hand. Cash in hand amount is 4,500. Next, coming to the liability side, capital fund. How much is the amount of capital fund is 11,000. Add donations, half of the amount is to be capitalized, na? So that will be taken here. Add donations is 900. Next is in income and expenditure, we got the surplus. That anywhere surplus is got, we will add it to the capital fund. Suppose any deficit is getting, that time we will deduct from the capital fund. So in this problem, surplus is getting. So add surplus. How much is the surplus amount is 25. Total of the capital fund amount is 11,925. Next is borrowings. Borrowings amount is 2,000. Now do the total of two sides. Liability side is 13,925. Asset side is 1,350 plus 4,750 plus 2,500 plus 500 plus 25 plus 300 plus 4,500. Okay, 13,925. Okay, successfully tally the balance sheet. Okay, this is our today's class.